Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. So Ole Miss offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So, look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Looking downfield. Pulls it in. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Back to throw. It's Coffee. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat game.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Sooners offense will take the field for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Sooners will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll leave it with him.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Forced out of the pocket. Complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The give on the option. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It's complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Rebels are rolling down the field. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Now the toss. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Sooners will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Dropping back, it's Whedon. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. This time he's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got the 1st down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. They're working that left side. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Leaves it with the running back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. He'll pull it on the read. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The give to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Coffee. Fires to the big fella. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He smashes his way through again. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Here's the give off the left side. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Off play action on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Bass. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Gonna run it. It's Ambrose. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Coffee. Flips it out to the back. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that, pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
The Rebels trying to pay off the threat. Beck's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chain. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Takes it on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
To the air, it's Whedon. Connection to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. There he goes. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And he showed you in 2 plays why this defense has been up late at night. Like thinking about having to guard, he makes you defend the back end, throwing the football, but then has the ability to pull it down and chew up yards with his legs. He makes you cover the whole field, run and pass. Infuriating to deal with as a defense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught over the middle, it's Moses. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to UCF. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with... studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
I tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. And he just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down. It's a seam one. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Punga. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running it to the right. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the ground with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Rebels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Dropping back, it's Coffee. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Got room on the return. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Under fire. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% this season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off top.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Back to pass, it's Whedon. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Great place to start for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. And you go to old Mr. Reliable in the red zone, and you still have a chance to turn this into 6 instead of 3.
And 3rd down, great job by this offense. Move the chains, give yourself another fresh set of downs, but find the big targets in the red zone. Those guys make life easy on a quarterback.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run play action. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's at the 50. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Rebels will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. He was hoping for... get him on the ground at the 20. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The Sooners line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Oh, he's got a chance. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. To the air. It's Dugan. Looking to the big tight end. Fires it incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. At the 20, he's got space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
All right, now let's get in that end zone.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got him. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give from the gun. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on the... He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
And the Sooners are threatening on 1st and goal. It's complete to the left. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Fit it in the window for the score.
And It's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this Research Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Washington. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Dugan. Makes the grab. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He's got an open man. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The Rebels are on the move. Looking to throw again. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting set for the point after. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. pulled it, finds his man on the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. So now it's second and long. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking for room at the 25. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Rides the back on the option to give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And a really nice setup here to take a shot if they want. 3 receivers to the right. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. And the Sooners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these 3rd downs. You think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the 1st down.
You got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-one.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw, it's Dugan. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this score.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. How about this defense taking one back to the house? That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 9 to Florida Atlantic. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Rush is on him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Got it in the middle, it's Punga. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. Looking downfield, it's Dugan. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. It's complete to the right. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Unloads to the right. Touchdown, Rebels! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got a man. It's Jones. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Got him downfield. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They go right back to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up. Time to take a shot. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Fights off a defender. And the wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Using his legs, it's Turbin. That is a big win for this defense. right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pulls in the deep ball. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight, because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Punga. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows.
Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it down the left side. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Still on his feet at the 35. He's loose down the left side. At the 20. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Washington.
To the air, it's Dugan.
If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Got his man in the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants to take the top off. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time he's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Dumps it to the back. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop?
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Offside defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. This quarterback part of their running game. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Dropping back, it's Dugan. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The offense will quickly use a timeout. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Bring it out. It's Jones. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. On target over the middle. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Running back searching for a hole. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.